Potterpuffs, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a relaxing type of video and it encompasses two of my favourite subjects, craft and Harry Potter. This is what we're doing today. You can see that I have a big pile of Harry Potter Aldi craft kits. These came out last Sunday. So one thing to let you guys know if you rush to your nearest store is that they came out for just a week. What Aldi like to do is they bring out kind of like a marketplace where they do limited edition items that are only there until they run out, and that's it then. So I have no idea if they're bringing them back. They don't sell that many homeware type items, so they may not bring them back, but at the moment they should be in stores. They came out last Sunday, so the one before you're watching this video on, and there's so many different types. They also did bedding, they did water bottles, they did toys, they did top trumps, they did notebooks. Some of the items I'd seen in other shops, but a lot were especially made for the store, and I did love some of the bed linen and lunch boxes. Look on my Instagram, which you can find me on down below under the Hufflepuff Queen one, where I have been sharing lots of photos of Aldi merchandise that I did not buy because I was being kind of good. Not sure if that's classified as good. So before we get straight into this video, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and turn on that notifications bell so that you don't miss any of my future content. I make weekly Harry Potter and lifestyle videos. I've been doing a bit of a variety recently, so look out for many different things. One thing I want to get clear with you guys as well, you know that I like to crochet, and we have got some crochet kits in here. I will be making these on my channel. I'll be doing time lapses of me making them, but I thought before I do that, I need to bring out a video just showing these, showing what's in the box and just what we're getting, like a little haul. Let's do a haul. Now we have 3 different types of craft kits. It's so exciting. I went into my local one, which is in Chippenham, Wiltshire, and they had only knitting kits and felt kits, and I was like, oh, no, because I'm a crocheter, so I needed the crochet kits. And apparently there were people queuing outside that store the day before from 9:30 before it even opened. I was at a car boot sale that day, so I couldn't get that. I was at a car boot sale that day, so I couldn't even get there for that time. I couldn't believe it. So John said to me, shall we try another local store? And there was one in a neighbouring town. I went there and luckily they actually had the crochet kits. It was a bit of a 50-50 thing. So a quick little overview of what we're looking at today. We have a sew your own kit. Now there were 2 of these. So this one's got Harry, Dumbledore, Voldemort and Hedwig. We also had another one which had Hermione, Ron, Hagrid and somebody else. So 2 of those for sewers. A Hedwig crochet kit. I love this one and the fact it comes with a letter. A Hufflepuff hat, which is a knitting kit. I did some knitting when I was about 18 years old and I did get the hang of it just about, but I did find it incredibly difficult, harder than crochet to learn. But I did think, because there might not be crochet kits in the other store, that I better pick this one up. A Harry crochet kit. This is so cute, I love it. And finally, a Hufflepuff scarf, which is a knitting kit as well. I thought about this and thought I don't like being tied down to making certain items for a long time, and this is going to take ages. So again, not sure about this one, but we're going to open them all up, look at what's inside, and I'm going to just give you a bit of a detailed look at what these are all about. I've never seen Harry Potter knitting or crochet kits, but if you can't get your hands on these and you're really disappointed, then A, I would say Google Harry Potter crochet just in case somebody has created patterns on Etsy, which I'm sure many people have. And B, in October, I do know that on Amazon, they are creating a new Harry Potter crochet kit, which makes a lot of the characters. So that should be out in about October. That's what I've heard. So let's open up one of these kits. First one I want to look at is Harry. So this is a crochet kit. Make your own Harry. It contains yarn, crochet hook, stuffing, darning needle and instructions, and the finished size is approximately 6 inches. On the back it gives you a detailed look at some of his lovely features. £3.99 these all cost, which I was going to say was a bargain, apart from I do feel they make a lot of money off of these. Reason for that is the fact that all it really is going to contain is wool, a bit of stuffing, a needle and the instructions. So whoever created the pattern that's the part we all want because we can buy all the wool. So it's a bit of a marketing tool really, isn't it? Branded as Harry Potter, but nonetheless, I still love it and totally think it's still a great purchase. Well, we of course get some brown wool for his hair, some beige wool, some odd threads which are for his skin, and I don't know what the grey's for. I'll find that out later. Some black wool, some red wool, some more yellow wool. The most important part, the pattern, we'll look at that in a second. The all-important stuffing, which is nicely wrapped. And a plastic hook and needle. Now these needles are very, very, very good. They do snap after a while, but they're so useful for tying in loose ends. If you'd like a video on how to crochet, there are lots of videos about that on YouTube, but I'm happy to do a tips video, and also I'm going to kind of show you how to make the Harry doll soon. I do specialise when making crochet items in making toys and dolls, so this is really right up my street. So here we have a plastic hook. Now, as a crocheter, I would probably recommend getting your own hook and not using this one if you can help it. It will work, but being flexible and plastic, I kind of feel like it's going to snap if you accidentally do a tight stitch or you get it caught in something. You might want to save your sanity and just get a metal one because they are very, very cheap. I might have to invest in knitting needles if they're going to be plastic in the knitting kit. So we've got a nice variety there of different coloured wool lengths and types. And then we have the Harry leaflet, got a nice picture of him there. It's patterned up with the same kind of print as the box. This is nice. So it's got the type of stitches or the abbreviations there for if you're struggling to read patterns. It's also got a stitch guide, which if you're not an advanced crocheter, is not going to help you at all. If I looked at that and I didn't know how to crochet, I really think I would struggle. So it's a nice touch, and they're probably not going to want to show you how to do each stitch in a kit like this because they do have the expectation that you can already crochet, but it's kind of good to show you if you need a refresher. Again, go on YouTube to learn these stitches. They are the basics of crochet. They don't use anything here which I'm like, never used that stitch before. They're all very, very basic. So anyone who has done crochet should be able to manage this. Pattern reading just takes a bit of getting used to, but I'm sure again, if you have crocheted before, you'll have no trouble with this. The nice thing about these kits though is that you've got everything you need. It's such a struggle sometimes when you see a lush pattern that you really, really want to make, but you have none of the stuff. Got the start of the instructions there, and the rest of the pattern is on here. So that's really nicely worded, laid out. Happy with that. And we're on to the second kit. Now this will be a different kettle of fish because I can't knit properly, so I'm going to really struggle with the pattern for this one. Lots of yellow, as you would expect. 2 big balls, wow. And then we have got another big ball of yellow and some black. So plenty to make the scarf. Oh, they've been a bit generous with this. They probably realised that it is quite difficult to knit if you've got plastic hooks / knitting needles. So they've given you wood, which looks a little bit more durable, and the same darning needle. So I'm happy with that. Inside we have the scary instructions. It's pretty simplistic. So it tells you to knit, purl, stitches and right side. So I mean, to me, this does look a bit confusing, and I definitely will need to refresh myself on YouTube, but it's doable and again sticks to, quite simple instructions. And may I add, you might have seen my confused face there, it actually shows you how to knit. So the crochet kit is very simple, it doesn't really tell you anything on how to do it, but with the knitting one, it does actually give you some quite lengthy instructions on what to do, which should help me quite a lot. And then the instructions themselves, the pattern is very, very short on this side, because you're pretty much doing the same thing if you're making a scarf. Now let's look at Hedwig. I have peeked in this one. You may have seen the photo on Instagram. Same needles, same hook. So we got some red, some yellow and some black wool. Lots of white, lots of stuffing, and your instructions. So there we go, we have Hedwig right there looking proud on the front. We've got the same stitch guide, the same stitches are used. So you've got a slip knot, foundation chain, double crochet, increase, decrease, magic ring with chains and slip stitch, which will mean nothing if you don't do this, but it should to people who do. It splits it down into the body parts. You've got head, body, beak, tail, envelope, legs, wings and tail. Continued. 2 more left and we have got the Harry Potter Sew Your Own Harry, Dumbledore, Hedwig and Voldemort. So what have we got here? Oh, these are cute. So we've got some Harry shaped felt pieces. Is that Voldemort? Voldemort shaped sewn pieces and you get your needle. Wait, no, that's Voldemort. I'm getting confused. Voldemort shaped. Some stuffing, a little bit to put in the middle of each one. Dumbledore. So who's the other one? Oh, it's Hedwig. So Dumbledore, and you've got your thread to sew it up. So here's the instructions for this one. You can make all 4 characters. Oh, it's actually got sewing stitches. Do you know what? This will help me because when I try and sew up my clothes, I'm just not very good at it. So if I learn some proper stitches, I'll be quite pleased with myself. I just kind of thought it was a running stitch all the way through, but no. Oh, this is exciting. I always think these kits look easy and they're normally not. They're actually really hard. So it's got instructions for each character. A nice picture of each of the stitches. Wow, you can learn a lot of craft skills if you pick up these kits. I just opened that, didn't even say anything. So last but not least, we are doing the knit your own hat. This is really cute, something to wear in winter and it matches the scarf. They had all 4 houses. All 4 houses, it was so cool. So you could make one of each house. I've taken a picture of each of them. Did they have any other kits? Different characters for the felt kits and then all 4 houses for this one. So we've got yellow wool, black wool, a pom-pom maker. Making pom-poms is so much fun. Honestly, it's the best thing ever. You'll love it. Last but not least, your needles. It's really nice that they have made these kits in Aldi. I do think that there was a gap in the market for Harry Potter inspired craft, especially since so many of us absolutely love making things, drawing things. Harry Potter fan art is big. There's lots of Harry Potter DIYs. So it's great to have a kit with instructions, which makes it kind of easy for people to follow along and create something magical. I don't know which one I'm going to do first, but it's definitely going to be a crochet one. So you can vote in the comments down below on which kit you would like me to produce first for you guys. And I'm going to do some fun kind of vlogs of me making them. I'll film on time lapse a lot of the time. There'll be many hours of me filming otherwise, but I'm going to show you updates. It's going to be a lot of fun. Expect these probably throughout the summer. Don't want to pressure myself to do them all really quickly because that takes the fun out of craft. The one I like the best is probably Hedwig. And I love the idea of these, but I feel they're going to take a very long time, so they're probably my least favourite. But I love the fact you can actually, for a very, very cheap price, for £8, you can get yourself pretty much a Hogwarts outfit. Hat and scarf are the essential things where you can tell which house somebody is, so I think this is a really cool idea for you to create your own house pride. Let me know if you've bought anything from Aldi, what's your favourite thing about these kits, and if you're going to try and pick some up, or if you've done your own kind of Harry Potter art, because that's what we all want to know. And I'm going to see you guys very, very soon. Bye!